You're standing in a college job fair. A recruiter in a plain suit asks if you've ever thought about serving your country. 6 months later, you're signing papers in a windowless room in Langley, Virginia. You just became a CIA officer. Your family thinks you work in data analysis for the State Department. That's the cover story you'll use for the next 20 years. Training starts immediately. You're sent to the farm, a covert facility in the woods of Virginia. For 6 months, you learn how to lie, how to recruit assets, how to spot surveillance, how to kill someone with a pen if you have to. You practice fake identities until you dream in someone else's life. Your instructors are ghosts. No last names, no personal details. One of them tells you the job isn't about gunfights. It's about patience and manipulation. You're learning to become a professional deceiver. Your first posting is a U.S. embassy in Eastern Europe. Your official title is Political Affairs Officer. Your real job is to identify potential intelligence sources. You attend cocktail parties and cultural events. You smile. You listen. You're hunting for people with access to secrets and a reason to betray their country. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's ideology. Maybe they just feel overlooked and you make them feel important. You spot him at a university lecture. Mid-level defense ministry official, drinks too much, complains about being passed over for promotion. You engineer a chance encounter at a cafe. You're American, friendly, genuinely interested in his work. Over 3 months, you build a relationship. Coffee becomes lunch, lunch becomes dinner. You never ask for anything classified. Not yet. You're playing the long game. The recruitment happens on a park bench. You've assessed his vulnerabilities. He needs money for his daughter's medical treatment. You offer help, not as a government transaction, but as a friend. When he finally says yes, your heart is pounding. You just convinced someone to commit treason. He's now your asset. His code name is Cardinal. You're his handler. Running Cardinal becomes your life. Dead drops in public parks, coded messages hidden in newspaper classifieds, late night meetings in safe houses. He hands you documents. You photograph them with the camera disguised as a lighter. Every interaction could be the one where you both get caught. The local intelligence service is always watching. You check for surveillance every time you leave your apartment. You vary your routes. You never use the same cafe twice in 1 week. But Cardinal is producing gold. Defense procurement schedules, internal ministry communications, intelligence assessments. You're feeding Washington information that's shaping policy decisions. Your career is taking off. Promotions come fast for officers who run productive assets. Then Cardinal gets sloppy. He starts asking for more money. He wants to meet more frequently. You tell him to slow down, but he's getting greedy. Or maybe he's getting scared. 3 months later, he misses a scheduled meeting. You wait at the backup location. He doesn't show. You check the third emergency site. Nothing. You return to the embassy and send an encrypted cable to headquarters. Asset Cardinal is missing. 2 days later, you see his photo in the local newspaper. He's been arrested for espionage. The article says he confessed. You know what confession means in this country. They tortured him. Your station chief pulls you into a secure room. Did Cardinal know your true identity? You run through every meeting in your head. You were careful. You think you were careful. The chief makes the decision. You're being pulled out. Tonight. You have 4 hours to pack 1 suitcase. Everything else stays behind. The life you built here, the apartment, the friendships with other diplomats who thought you were just a regular foreign service officer, all of it gets abandoned. A car takes you to a military airfield. You're on a transport plane before midnight. Cardinal is executed 2 weeks later. You read the report from a desk back at Langley. You knew this was possible. You were trained for this. But training doesn't prepare you for the guilt. You recruited him. You convinced him to risk everything. And now he's dead. Your boss tells you that you did good work. Cardinal's intelligence prevented a conflict. Lives were saved. You're being reassigned. New country, new identity, new assets to recruit. You don't get time to grieve. 3 weeks later, you're on a plane to Eastern Europe. New cover, new legend. This time, you're a tech consultant working for a software firm that doesn't really exist. The company has an office, a website, business cards. It's all theater. Your target isn't a person this time, it's an organization. A research institute developing advanced weapons technology. Your mission is to penetrate their network, identify vulnerabilities, recruit someone on the inside. The stakes are higher now. This isn't about documents anymore. This is about sabotage. You spend 6 months establishing your cover. You attend industry conferences. You give presentations on cybersecurity. You become a recognizable face in the local tech community. Then you identify your target. Her name is Elena. She's a systems administrator at the Institute. Access to everything. You study her patterns, where she gets coffee, which gym she uses, what time she walks her dog. You're not stalking, you're preparing. The approach happens at a tech meetup. You ask her opinion on a coding problem. She's brilliant. She solves it in 30 seconds. You buy her a drink. Not romantic, professional. Over the next 2 months, you build rapport. She mentions frustrations with her job, budget cuts, colleagues taking credit for her work. You listen, you validate, you never push. Then you make your move. Not a recruitment pitch, an opportunity. Your fake company needs a consultant for a weekend project. Good pay, simple work. She agrees. The project is real enough. She completes it, you pay her well. A month later, you offer another project, then another. She's now taking money from you regularly. She doesn't know your company is a CIA front, not yet. 6 months in, you ask for something different. You need her to test the security of a system. The system happens to be at her institute. You frame it as a penetration test, ethical hacking. She hesitates. You don't pressure her. You let her think about it. She says yes. The intelligence she provides is extraordinary. Blueprints, test data, personnel files. You're not just collecting information anymore. You're inside their operation. But Elena's getting paranoid. She asks questions. Who really employs you? Why do you need this specific information? You deflect. You reassure. You lie. She starts making mistakes. Accessing files during work hours when she should wait until night. Using her personal laptop instead of the clean machine you provided. You warn her. She doesn't listen. The arrest happens on a Tuesday. You're not there to see it. You read about it in an intelligence brief. Elena and 4 others detained for espionage. Your station chief asks the same question as last time. Does she know who you are? You run through every conversation, every meeting. You covered your tracks. Probably. This time, they don't pull you out. You're too valuable. Your cover is still intact. Elena never knew your real name. Never saw where you actually lived. You stay in country. You continue your work. You recruit someone new. The cycle repeats. You're good at this now. Maybe too good. You've learned to turn off the part of yourself that feels guilt. Cardinal's face still appears in your dreams sometimes. Now Elena's will too. Headquarters sends a commendation. Your intelligence led to a successful operation. Threat neutralized. You read the memo twice. Threat neutralized. That's what they call the people you recruit, the people you befriend, the people who trust you, the people who end up in prison or worse. You close the file. You have a meeting in 30 minutes, a new target, a procurement officer with gambling debts, vulnerabilities assessed, approach vector identified. You know exactly what to say. You've done this before. You'll do it again. This is the job. This is what you signed up for. You stop asking yourself if it's worth it. That question has no good answer. You get promoted to senior operations officer, bigger assignments, more responsibility. You're running multiple assets across different countries now. You have junior officers reporting to you. You teach them what your instructors taught you, how to compartmentalize, how to sleep at night. Some of them wash out. They can't handle the weight. You understand. 20 years pass in a blur of aliases and dead drops. You've operated on 4 continents. You've recruited dozens of assets. Some are still active, some got caught, some just disappeared. You stopped keeping count of the ones who didn't make it. Your marriage failed. How could it not? You were never really there. Even when you were home, you were someone else. Your ex-wife once said she felt like she was married to a ghost. She was right. Now you're behind a desk at Langley. You review cables from officers in the field. You recognize the patterns, the carefully worded requests, the subtle warnings. You approve operations. You sign off on recruitments. You become the person who sends others into the life you used to live. Sometimes you wonder what Cardinal's daughter is doing now. If Elena ever got released. If any of it actually mattered. The threat assessments say yes. The classified briefings show impact. Wars prevented. Attacks disrupted. Intelligence that changed outcomes. But late at night, when you're alone in your apartment, you think about the lies, the people you used, the trust you weaponized. You became exactly what they trained you to be. A professional betrayer. A necessary ghost. This is the life you chose. No retirement parties, no public recognition, just a star on a wall at Langley with no name attached. That's the deal. You knew it going in. Some people serve their country in uniform. You served in shadows. The mission continues. It always does.